Hey, what's going on, everybody? So today I wanted to talk about 3 different things that really help me not so much get over the narcissistically abusive relationship or toxic relationship, but it helped me move on. It helped me get the steps to start the path of rebuilding, if you will. So the first thing that I did, and people might say these are a little cheesy or whatever, but trust me, they help. The first one is write a letter to the narcissist. You're not going to mail it to them. You're not going to send it to them. They're not going to know you wrote it. Not anything. You can make it as long and as short as you want. You can say all of the things that are on your mind that you want them to hear, to know. Even though you know in your heart they don't give a shit, you give a shit. You loved, you cared. And it's just unfortunate that they didn't love and they didn't care back, right? But write a letter to them telling them all the things that you want to say. I hated when you said this to me. I hated when you did this. I was so hurt by the fact that you said this or you did this. I loved the way you smiled at me when you did. Everything. Just purge it all out of your mind, body, and soul. Purge it all. Cry, scream. When I was writing the letter, it honestly took me like 3 days to write the letter, to tell you the truth. It was like, and mine was like, I'm not even joking. I'm very long-winded, as anybody who's watched my videos knows. I think it was like around 8 or 9 pages. Full pages, not in a text. You got to write it. You got to get a pen and paper and write it, though. Okay, you got to write it out. You got to feel it leaving your body, if that makes sense. It's very therapeutic. It helps big time. And then at the end of the letter, you're just going to say in your own words, and this is why I have to say goodbye. This is why I have to let you go. And again, in your own words, I didn't deserve this. I didn't appreciate this. I didn't like that you didn't appreciate me. I gave you my everything. I did more for you than I would do for virtually anybody, minus my children, in this world. So what you're doing is you're getting all of those emotions out. You're saying them. When I wrote my letter, I was talking when I wrote my letter. I cannot believe that you did this to me. I cannot believe, it's so hard for me to accept that this is my life. That this is what you did to me. My love for you meant nothing. My compassion, my empathy, my kindness, my forgiveness, nothing meant anything to you. But you know what? I'm not you, and I forgive you. I'm sorry that I did not meet your expectations, but you didn't meet mine either. You don't have to say anything about being a victim. Nothing like that. This is all for you. You already know you're the victim. You already know that, right? You don't have to spell that part out. Or if you want to, I guess you can. I didn't. Okay? The second thing is, you have to find some sort of source, power, or strength that is greater than you, greater than me, greater than the living. That doesn't mean that it has to be God. It doesn't have to be Christianity. It doesn't have to be Buddha. It doesn't have to be Allah. It doesn't have to be anybody. Even if it's Mother Nature or just a source of greater good, of greater energy that you can pull from, that you can get the energy that you need to be a better individual for yourself. And these things are to help you get past that hump and get you moving forward towards healing. These aren't going to heal you alone. Nothing is going to heal you alone. It is a multifaceted effort to get you. And I'm nowhere close to healed. I'm getting there, but I'm by no stretch of the imagination there. Complete full disclosure, I'm an open book. I cried this morning. I woke up this morning alone by myself, and it was very lonely, and it got to me. But I let it get to me. And that leads me to my third thing that you need to do. You need to feel your emotions. You need to recognize your emotions. Don't lash out in anger because you're sad. Don't cry because you're angry. Don't smile because you're confused. Feel your emotions and be real with what your emotions are and process those emotions and why you felt that emotion and how you're going to deal with it. Like, I can't stress enough, this is about you. Like, you're in a battle with you right now, right? Like, the narcissist has nothing to do with this anymore. They came and they left and they're gone and they are not looking back and they don't give a fuck. If nobody else has told you this, I will be the one to tell you this. They don't care. They never cared. They never will care. They are incapable of caring. They're not like you. They're not like me. They never were. They never will be. And no matter how much you think your narcissist is different, is the exception to the rule, I thought the same thing. They are not. They're all the same. They're all going to be the same. And it's just the way that it is. I'm sorry that that's reality. It sucks for me just as much as it sucks for you. But it is the reality. Accept it. Move on from it. Change it. Change your life. Don't worry about changing their life. Change your life. Don't worry about missing them. They don't miss you at all. They don't miss you at all. Out of sight, out of mind, gone. You are like, so if you can imagine, you're walking into a grocery store, okay? And you see a piece of paper on the ground, and you walk by that piece of paper. Are you ever going to think about that piece of paper again? No. You are the piece of paper to the narcissist. They could give a fuck less. It makes no difference in their world if you're in it or not. Makes no difference. That piece of paper could have said, hey, if you pick me up, I'll take you to a place that's going to give you $10 million. And you walked right by it, right? You are the $10 million that the narcissist passed by. Fuck them. Give your $10 million to somebody else that deserves it, that wants it, that needs it. There's tons of people in this world that have gone through the same things that you have, that I have, that we all have, and are looking for something real. So don't sell yourself short and not get that. You deserve it just like everybody else deserves it. You've been hurt. It sucks. I'm sorry. But at the same time, don't give up on the idea of being happy. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on happiness. Don't give up on peace. Because what all you're doing at the end of the day is you're letting that narcissist win. You're letting them, all of their mental interjects that they put into your mind, you are letting them win by doing that. Don't do it. Okay? So the 3 things. Write that letter. Be honest about it. Be real about it. Make sure that you say goodbye in it. Make sure you mention everything that you want to mention, because you're not going to do it again. You're not going to go, oh, I forgot this. Take your time. Write it out. Pen and paper. No texting. No nothing. You're not sending it to them. When you're done with it, you're going to put it in an envelope. You're going to seal that envelope, and you're going to forget about that. You're going to put it somewhere where you're not looking at it all the time. You know it's there, but eventually you'll forget that it's there. Okay? Eventually you will. I actually lost mine. I only did it 4 months ago, and I actually lost mine for a couple of days. I ended up finding it. But my idea with this is, when you feel comfortable 5 years from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now, open that letter up and read it and see how broken you were at that moment, what they did to you. Preferably you do it before they hoover, because I hope that's going to stop a hoover. Stopped mine. Second thing, find a higher source. God, Allah, Buddha, source energy, Mother Nature, does not matter. If you don't believe in a higher power, believe you me, there is good and there is evil in this world. You cannot deny that. So the only way for there to be good is for there to be evil. The only way for there to be evil is for there to be good. Every yin must have a yang. It has to. It's just the laws of nature. So find what source of energy is good for you, that's higher than you. And you call on that source when you need it. You look to that source for that good energy. That's what it's about. Being on a higher frequency, a better energy. Trying to maintain positivity in a negative situation. Third thing, be honest with your emotions. Don't cry when you're angry. Or you can cry when you're angry, but recognize that you're crying because you're angry. And recognize that you're yelling because you're sad. Recognize your pain, recognize your hurts, recognize your happiness, recognize when you're at peace. Celebrate when you're in a good mood. Celebrate the peace. Think about, why am I at peace right now? Oh, this is why. I want to continue this. I love this feeling. I want to do this more. Okay? When you're sad, what is making me sad? Why am I sad? Okay, this is what's making me sad. I don't want to be sad anymore. So let me get rid of that. Right? So, I love each and every one of you. I respect each and every one of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Like, comment, subscribe. YouTube, da-da-da-da-da. It helps push it out to everybody else could see it. Whatever. If you guys want to do it, do it. If you don't, you don't have to. It's totally cool. I appreciate it if you did, but you don't have to. I love all the comments. I appreciate all the support. We'll get through this. Till next time, guys.